Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about these two verses from Hebrews 2.9 and Hebrews 5.7. Let us see whether Jesus was indeed crucified. Okay, the question is, was Jesus crucified based on these two verses? Okay, let us see from the Hebrews 2.9. But we see Jesus, who was made a little lower than the angels for the suffering of death. So this is more like a prophecy, a plan that Jesus was made a little lower than the angels for the suffering of death, crowned with glory and honor, that he by the grace of God should taste death for every man. So basically this is just like saying, oh, in the future Jesus will have to taste death for every man, you see. So that means Jesus is confirmed to be crucified. Okay, that's according to the scripture. But this is a big but. Who in the days of his flesh, when he had offered up prayers and supplications with strong crying and tears unto him that was able to save him from death, and was hurt in that he feared. That means Jesus, knowingly that he had to die for the sin of every man, but through strong crying and tears, with strong prayers and supplication, he cried out to God to save him from the death. So does this mean Jesus will still have to die, or God will save him from the death sentence? Okay, he was supposed to be the suffering Messiah to redeem the sins of the world. But why must God do that, you see, to an innocent person? Because the name of the God is merciful and gracious, as in Exodus 34:6. So based on these two verses, are we to say that Jesus was still crucified, or Jesus was saved from crucifixion? So you decide on your part. Can God change his mind, or because Jesus was a special, made slightly lower than the angels, so Jesus has the glory and honor to be saved by God? Okay, so which is the real deal? Was Jesus, after all, is crucified, or do you still think that God or Jesus have to suffer the death for every man? So I leave it to you for you to think about it.